Hey everyone, it's Miss Cabral. I'm just going to do a video on how to subtract two-digit numbers. So we did an adding two-digit numbers in the last video, and this one is subtraction. Again, it's the same four ways. It's the hundreds chart, the open number line, base 10 blocks, and partial sum or place value. So I'll go through each way. If you choose to do some activities doing subtraction with two-digit numbers, you can solve it all four ways, or you can just choose the way that's easiest for you. As long as you know how to solve it one way, that's good. So our problem is 38 minus 21. Again, just like with adding, we need to look at which numbers are in the tens place and which numbers are in the ones place. So in your two-digit numbers, the first digit, so in this case, the 3, this is your tens, and your second digit, the 8, is your ones. And then same for 21, the first digit, the 2, is your tens, and the second digit, the 1, is your ones. So that's going to be important for helping us make jumps and using our base 10 blocks. So for your first one, on the hundreds chart, and again, there's a hundreds chart in the math folder on my class page. We're going to start with our first number, which is 38. So I'm going to find 38 on my hundreds chart. I'm going to circle it so I remember. And then it's minus 21. So like we just found out, the 2 is in the tens place. So that tells us how many jumps of 10 that we make. When we're subtracting jumps of 10, we're going to jump up the hundreds chart this way, and 2 tens means we're going to make 2 jumps. So I'm going to start at my 38 and make 2 jumps up. So I go to 28 and then 18. So that's my 2 tens from the 21. Then looking back at my number, there's a 1 in the ones place, so that means I have to make 1 jump. And when we subtract on the hundreds chart, our numbers go this way for making our jumps. So I'm going to go to my 18 and then just make 1 jump to 17. So my answer for 38 minus 21 is 17. So I'm just going to write that right here. Okay, then our next one is the open number line. With addition, we started here. With subtraction, we're going to start at the other end because we're going to be making jumps backwards. So again, you start with your first number, your largest number, and that's 38. And just like with our jumps on the hundreds chart, we're going to look at our 21 and see how many jumps of 10 and how many jumps of 1. So again, with 21, there's 2 tens, so that means we're going to make 2 jumps of 10. So I'm going to start at my 38 and make a jump, and you make sure that your jump is large enough that you have enough space to write your numbers, and write minus 10. So that's 1 jump. I need 2, so I'm going to draw my second one, minus 10. So you can go back and look at your hundreds chart. Remember, we made our jumps of 10, we went up, so 38 minus 1 jump of 10 was 28. So I'm going to write my 28. And then 1 more jump of 10 got me to 18. So I'm going to write my 18. Another way you can think about it is your 38. You have 3 tens in that number. If you're making a jump of 10, you're just taking 1 away. So 3, take away 1 is 2, take away another 1 is 1. So you have 3, 2, 1. Because we're making jumps of 10, we don't have to change our number in the ones place. Okay, so then looking back at 21, we still have to make a jump of 1. So we're going to make our jump minus 1. You can go back and look at your hundreds chart. If you have 18 and you take 1 away, you're now at 17. Or you can count backwards, 18, 17. Again, we got the same answer as we got when we did it on our hundreds chart. So again, for your number line jumps, you have 2 tens. So you're going to make 2 jumps of 10. That got us 38, 28, 18. You have 1, 1. So we're going to make just a jump of 1. That got us to 17. Okay, so for base 10, this one is a little bit different than when we add. We're just going to draw the 38. When we added, we drew both numbers, but for subtraction, we draw the larger number, and then we want to subtract. So we want to take some away from that number. So for 38, I'm going to draw 3 tens, because 3 is in my tens place, and 8 ones, because the 8 is in my ones place. So I have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Now you don't draw 21, you're going to take away 21. So I have a 2 in my tens place. That means I'm going to take 2 tens away from what I did draw. So here's 1 10, 2 tens. So I only have 1 10 left. Then I'm going to take away 1 1. So I'm just going to cross out 1. So now you can count these by counting by tens and ones. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Or you have how many tens left? 1. And how many ones left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just write your 7. So for partial sums, this looks pretty close to how we did it for addition. So when we say 38, we say 30 and 8. Those are the two numbers that make up 38. Or if you see it when we drew our base 10 blocks, you had 10, 20, 30, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you're doing your partial sums, you break it apart like that. 30 and 8 is 38. So I would say 30 plus 8 is 38. For 21, I have 21. So I'd write it just like that. 21. Or if you were to draw that, you would have 21. So that'd be 10, 20, and 1. Now when we did it for adding, we added these numbers. This time we're going to subtract all these numbers. So if I have 8 and I take away 1, you can look at your hundreds chart, start at 8, take 1 away. That gets you to 7. You can put 8 in your head and count back 1. So 8, 7. You can draw a picture if you want to help you. 8 circles, cross out 1, you have 7 left. And then for 30 minus 20, you can go back to your hundreds chart if you're using that. Start at 30. 20 is 2 jumps. So we would say 1, 2, and that would get us to 10. Or you can do 3 minus 2 is 1, and then you just bring down your 0. If you want to draw a picture, you can draw 10, 20, 30, take away 2 of them, you have just 10 left. So any way that you want to subtract those is fine. And then if you have 10 plus 7, 10 and 7 more is 17. You can also do it on your hundreds chart, 10, and do 7 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to add them up. So again, those are the 4 ways. You have your hundreds chart, your number line, your base 10 blocks, and your partial sums. You can choose to do it all 4 ways if you're solving some problems, or you can just choose to do one way and really practice that one. If you have any questions, you can always message me on Class Dojo or email, and if you do complete any and you want to send me a picture or take a video of you doing it, I would love to see it, and I will definitely help you if you're having any trouble. So I miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well.